Hey everybody, have I got a treat for you today? We're going to Italy and making cioppino, a seafood stew or a fish soup. Either way, it's awesome. The most helpful thing you can do in cooking is prepping, so let's do that first. I got 6 cloves of garlic that I'm going to mash up really good. But first, I'm going to cut this onion up, and I ain't got time today for any nonsense. Let's just do it this way. 1, 2. Alright. That always makes a bit of a mess. I got to work on that. Anyhow, 1 onion. Alright. It works so well that I'm going to do the same thing with this 1 rib of celery. 1, 2, 3! Oh yeah. Now, these 2 things here are going to go into my big skillet with some butter and some olive oil. Along with just a pinch of salt to help get everything going. Meanwhile, let's go back to these little bad boys, the garlic. Because once those are done in about 5 minutes, softened, not brown, we're going to add this. I'm going to mince the crap out of it. So our prep is complete. Here's the garlic. Here's the dry. What is this? A pinch of dry basil, a pinch of dry oregano, 2 bay leaves, and a big pinch of red pepper flakes. You're also going to need tomato puree, 2 cups of wine, white wine, either a Chardonnay or a Sauvignon Blanc. I'm cooking these over a medium-low heat. And I'm going to let them go for like 5 minutes or so. And you can see the onions are much bigger than the celery, because celery takes a little longer to cook down. So I cut them smaller. Cioppino has to have garlic. There's no way around it. So, I'm going to cook this, stirring it almost always, for a minute. Alright, that's been a little over a minute. It's smelling really good, so we're going to add 2 cups of white wine. And we're going to crank the heat up too, because we want to bring it to a boil. Just to evaporate off the alcohol, but leave that great wine taste. Next, in go the dry. Should be a little spicy. While that's coming up to a boil, let me show you what seafood I'm going to put in here. The beauty is you can use any you want. Here's mussels, still frozen sea scallops, still frozen raw shrimp. Whitefish is always good in this, like a cod. You can also, and crab. I had whitefish and I couldn't find it, and the crab at the store today did not look good. So, the beauty of cioppino is you can make it any way you want. This is a basic start. Experiment with it. Let it go crazy. Alright, that's boiling up nice, so, well, it's starting to. We're going to add our tomatoes. I'm going to rinse it out with about a cup of water. You want to mix it gently so that you don't break your bay leaves, because those have to come out. You don't eat those. They will make you sick. However, they do add something to this dish. Once this comes to a boil, I'm going to reduce it to a simmer for 35 minutes. We'll give all the herbs and the onion and celery and everything a chance to marry up together. It'll give my seafood a chance to defrost. And I got to chop parsley. So here's my parsley. I removed most of the stems. I want to show you this little trick that I like to do. Do you normally use a knife to cut through it? You can sure do that. But have you ever used a pizza cutter? I'm here to tell you, nothing works quite like it. You can go back and forth. It's a lot faster, and it does a great job. Go on different angles. found that I do all my herbs, all of them, most of the time, with a pizza cutter. No time at all. Alright, it has been 30 minutes. So we are going to put our scallops and our shrimp in here. And they're not 100% defrosted, but that's okay. I ran them under cold water. There's a little bit of ice on them, but that's okay because now it's going to thin out this stock or this soup a little bit, and I won't have to add any water. Now we're going to turn the heat up, and we're just going to make sure that all these are pushed down, and we're going to add our mussels. And remember the thing about mussels, if they don't open, they are no good. So throw them away. Now, once this starts to boil, like right now, we're going to cover it, keep it on high heat, 5 minutes. 5. One more thing I forgot to add at the end here is lemon juice. You can put slices of lemon in it or fresh. I don't have either, so I'm just going to use this perfectly lemon. And we're going to do a tablespoon. And we're not going to mix it too much. We're just going to make sure it gets in there. And voila! We got Cioppino. Let's plate this baby up. Or bowl it up. Scram. Check it out. All my mussels have opened up. I got some crunchy sourdough bread that's toasted. It's going to be so good. Let's have a little taste. You'll find this recipe and many more in my next cookbook on international soups. I hope you enjoy it. Bon appetito.